It's easier to take the Jews out of Galut than to take Galut out of the Jews. This week's Parashat Bo, describes to us the moment when Galut finally began to break, not outside, but inside. Before Yetziat Mitzrayim actually happened, something far more dangerous takes place in this week's parasha. Hashem commands Am Yisrael to take a lamb, slaughter it, and place the blood on the doorposts of their homes. This was a provocation. In Egypt, the lamb was sacred. It was not just an animal, it was a god. And yet the Torah says, don't hide the act, don't keep it inside. Put the blood on the doorway facing the street. This was faith that refused to stay private. Some of the poskim, the Torah and the Beit Chadash and more, explain that this moment marked the true beginning of redemption of Geulah, not physical freedom, but freedom of a mindset. Until that moment, Am Yisrael was slaves not only to Paro, but to fear, to habit, to a Galut mindset, to Galut thinking. Here something snapped. They declared, we no longer worship what you worship. We no longer fear from you. We answer only to Hashem. Chazal note that this happened on the 10th of Nisan, which that year fell on Shabbat, later known as Shabbat HaGadol. Why HaGadol? Why big? Because greatness is not miracles. Greatness comes from courage. Yetziat Mitzrayim didn't begin when the sea split or when Am Yisrael left. It began when Am Yisrael stopped thinking like slaves. Galut ends when faith becomes visible. Now fast forward to our time. Once again, Am Yisrael stands under enormous pressure. Nations, religions, ideologies, some demanding out loudly, others whisper, but the message is familiar. We can exist, just don't be too visible. We can believe, just don't insist about it. And you can survive, just don't lead. Parashat Bo answers this with brutal clarity. Geulah, redemption, being free, does not come from blending in. It comes from identity with a backbone. And this isn't only the message for individuals. It's a message also for leadership, for the leaders. Sometimes, for the flourishing of Am Yisrael and Medinat Yisrael, difficult decisions must be made. Sometimes that even means standing alone, absorbing criticism, and even slaughtering other people's sacred cows. Not out of hatred, not out of arrogance, but out of responsibility. Because leadership is not about moral comfort, it's about moral clarity. The lamb in Egypt was a sacred cow. And the Torah teaches us, when the future of Am Yisrael is at stake, sacred cows don't always survive. Every generation has its own doorposts. Moments where we have to choose. Will our identity remain inside, or will it be written clearly on the doorway? Parashat Bo teaches us, if we want Geulah to begin, we have to stop Galut thinking, Galut mindset, when faith leaves hiding, when courage replaces fear. That was true in Egypt. It's true also today.